Okay, we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to round everything off. We're going to take the edge of our knife very carefully. The grain is running up and down on this, okay? So what we want to do here is we just want to put a little line. We want to make a line here and kind of undercut where her hat or bonnet comes down here. Alright, we're just going to cut that out a little bit. A little more detail than you think. You know, it's a very simple project. We're going to bring this around. We're going to come up here and we're going to take that off a little bit as well. And here where the baby Jesus is, what we're going to do is we're going to cut around. I already did a pre-cut where you cut all the way around, okay, because I can't see it from where I'm sitting. And what you want to do is take the edge of the point of your knife and you're just going to take little slivers off. Okay, see if I can get this done. This is getting a little dull. Let me switch to another knife here, because I can tell when every time you carve, folks, you should be, let me take it back here just for a second so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to show you this to you once I come back here. Sorry I had to do that because it's so small. It's kind of hard to see that. Okay, so what I did was I cut out around the face a little V-cut like. You can use your V tool with that if you're into using a V tool. Alright, and come up exactly like that. Alright, you're going to round off that hat a little bit, or the head, the rounded portion of it. Alright, and then you're going to do the arm. You're going to, like so, and come up. So it should start rounding off. Up here you're going to round it off. Let's see if I can show you this a little bit better here. So what you're trying to do, if I can show this to you, you're trying to, I have that pretty deep there, and that still needs to be cut out a little further until those lines are gone there. Okay, and you go in here and you just kind of dig this out a little bit. Alright, just like so, from one side, and then go from the other side. Keep it at an angle. Try to clean it out a little bit. Alright, now this arm comes down a little bit around that face of the baby here. Alright, we'll worry about the center a little bit later. That's the intricate part. But up here, again, we're going to round off everything so it's nicely blend in. You know, that's nicely rounded out. Alright. And the same thing here. This here you leave completely flat. Alright. You don't round this portion off of her hat here. Or shawl, or whatever you call it. Alright. And right here you're going to do a little V-cut. You're going to cut this in. Alright, and you're just going to do a little V-cut there. Alright, so it should look like an arm going around, but now we've got to put the arm in, right? So the arm goes out and around, so we're going to take this and we're going to, let me get my other knife. Take this and we're going to wrap this up and around. Just like so. And that's where we stop. Alright? Alright, and we're just going to cut underneath that a little bit. Kind of blend it underneath, because that arm is really sticking out. Okay, see how we have that coming along? Okay, so what we want to do is we have the hat portion to do, so the face, we're going to come up and go on one side. Okay, just like so, and we're going to come up on the other side the same way. Alright, I tapered it off at the end there. Alright. And then I just round off the edge a little bit. Alright, so I'll do that when I'm offline. So pretty well we have everything done. Just go back and clean it up a little bit, but that's how we put the face in and everything else. So alright, so when I come back I'll have this a little more defined. And what you're going to do here is there's another little circle right in here. You're going to do a little V cut. Whoops. You got to be very careful. So I'm going to do this offline because I can't do this while so far away because it's too small for me right here to see it. But what you're going to do is take the point of your knife and you're just going to take it at an angle. Well, I'll do it here, I guess. Okay. I have another knife with a better point on it. And this is a good time if the wood's a little tough like this seems to be right now. It's to wet it a little bit. And then you're going to take it and you're going to go the other way. So you're going to make a little V cut all the way around. If you take a look at this and see if I can get this up really super close that you can see it. See, I have a little V cut right there, right where the face is, right around there, okay? And when you do that, this becomes the flesh color of the baby, and then I put a little cut down here and put a little V cut there, so it looks like it's the wrapping around the baby, the blanket around the baby, and that one side's tucked underneath over the other, okay? So that's how it's done. And the same thing up here when you start the face portion. You round off these edges a little bit, okay, on this side and on this side. If you round off those edges, they'll look a little bit better, but you can also make them very, very distinctive. Alright, so that's our little project. I'll come back in a little bit and show you, maybe we'll start painting it. I'll show you what I use to seal it, and I think I have a can of that here, so I'll show you what that is. And it wouldn't take a lot to paint it. And then I also antique it, which I'll show you how to do that as well. So there's going to be a couple more videos on this. We're not done with it yet, but most of the carving is finished on it. Alright, so that's how we do the Jesus and Mary ornament. Joseph is on the other side. We can maybe do another one, or I'll show you what that looks like on my next video. Okay folks, we'll be back in a while. Bye bye.